What is up, guys? Joker here, bringing you a video with a new Path of Exile 3.15 expansion trailer teaser. Essentially, we found out some information today. Some I'm kind of sad about, but some I'm kind of happy about. So, to get into the topic, what is the 3.15 going to look like? So, what do we know about it so far? We have this trailer, and then on Twitter, they apparently replied to Badger saying that he would like the leak. Now, what does Badger do? Badger, every league has a private league. Well, every league for like the last four has had a private league where we go ahead and you compete, and it's kind of team based, a team based format, right? I mean, not the flex, but part of the BPL champions of season 3. So I wasn't able to get on this season, but yeah, season 3 championship here. Not the flex, but yeah. And so the BPL, if you're unaware, is essentially like a team-based gauntlet where you go ahead and you try to rush through and get objectives, and then your team gets points for it, and so on, right? So since they were calling out Badger, saying that essentially he would like the league, it's either going to reference something that Badger likes, which is just PoE in general, and I mean, I think Badger said his favorite league was Synthesis, so I mean, that would be interesting. And then, or it has to do with the BPL, right? So after watching the trailer, it kind of has me feeling like the BPL, and you'll see towards the end why I feel that way, right? But let's go ahead and watch this trailer and take a look at it, and as I go over what I feel like it's going to be, right? So as you can see right now, we have these skulls on these sticks. So these are either staffs or, fucking shaman type thing, because they also have marks on them, right? So this is looking a lot like a summoning area. I mean, not to call out Ritual 3.0, but these skulls look a lot like a summoning area. But I also feel like it's not, because in the trailer, they can't attack them. So let's go ahead and play the trailer. I forgot to mute my speaker. Okay, so that's actually the first thing we see, right? And I actually have it in 0.5 speed. That's why we're able to actually see some stuff. So if we go back here, right, and go to his wind up, this dude, so this is a new skill, obviously. But the thing I'm curious about is can I get rid of those? If you look down here, so this dude is using Fortify. He's using, do I have a way of, if I just stop touching stuff, will it go away? No? Damn it. Okay, he's using like Infernal Cry, right? Isn't that Infernal Cry? Fortify, he has 3 endurance charges, so he's supposed to be a tanky boy. Because he has all the cries too, and he has Leap Slam. So the fact that he's using all the war cries, but this ability doesn't seem to be a slam, is interesting. Because look at it. He winds up and he throws his fucking weapon. Honestly, it looks like Reap that you throw, right? It looks like you're throwing Reap, or you're throwing your two-handed weapon. So, kind of like an AoE spectral throw, right? In a big-ass circle. And let's go back here, right? So there's that. Now, the interesting thing is he's not using his war cries, so I don't know why he has so many war cries. And then this is obviously probably a physical skill, and he's like, I can't even tell what he is though. I think he's a glad, right? Is he a glad, or no? He's not a glad. He's a jug. I can't tell. It's not really the best quality. It's super hard to fucking tell. But yeah. And then let's go ahead and move on to the next thing. Oh, but this is what I wanted to point out, right? I feel like this is the arena because I don't remember seeing anything that looks like this. So this is probably going to be one of the maps. But he's not attacking the skulls, right? Like, the sparks are coming off of him throwing his thing, right? I don't think he's actually hitting these skull pikes, and they're not being destroyed. So, yeah, some of them would have been destroyed. They have, like, no health bar or anything. So it's not like you have to break these. I think they're just cosmetic, like marking the area. Right? Because that's my best guess. The worst part is, though, this kind of does look ritually. Especially the fact that the skulls are all glowy and they have a mark on them. Kind of looks like ritual or ultimatum. But you know what? We're not going to call that before we see more of the trailer. Um, and then going on to the next skill here. This actually looks really fucking interesting. It's like, what is it? It's like Soulrin, kind of, but it's just naturally going off, right? I think Soulrin's the skill I'm using, thinking of. But he has what? He has Zealotry. He has Zealotry, Discipline. I think he has a Hydrosphere. Isn't this Hydrosphere? And then he has not Bane, Contagion, right? I'm pretty sure that's Contagion. Sorry, it's been a couple months since I've actually. Well, it's been a month since I've got on PoE plus, memorizing all these skills. So I'm assuming he's going to be like a cultist, right? Because they have the pops. So if that's not cultist, oh yeah, and he's cursing enemies. So yeah, this has to be an occultist. So he's running some kind of CI cultist with chaos pops that has pretty decent AoE. It's like an AoE tracking ability. So let me actually slow this down a little bit more. Right? Because it's automatic. It looks like he just pushes it and then it automatically shoots projectiles and it finds enemies. So that's pretty dope. In my opinion, right? That's pretty legit. Because look, yeah, it just goes to enemies. And it doesn't look like they have to be marked. So it's just enemies in general. So that's kind of interesting. An auto target ability. In my knowledge, I don't. Do we have any abilities like that? Hold up. Do we currently have any abilities that auto target enemies? I mean, besides like turrets and stuff, right? Turrets and minions. Do we have a skill that auto targets enemies? We don't, right? So this would be like the first skill that automatically targets enemies for you, right? Because he's not aiming this at all. It looks like he's just pushing it. I mean, you guys can correct me down in the comments if I'm wrong, but I think this is the first skill that has like a heat sink. Because look, they do like a fucking. Oh, and he got some kind of buff over here. You can't really see it, but he has some kind of buff over here in the top left corner. That's Let's see if I move it off screen. Did you see it here? So that's fluttery. Okay, look. As he kills something, he gets these souls in that top left corner. Oh, but is he being poisoned? Hold up. He was being poisoned, right? Yeah, that's poison. So, is the skill doing that, or is he just on the? Is he getting poisoned from? Is this a No way. This is a poison ability. That's 100% a chaos ability, dude. Like 1000% chaos. Okay, well let's do this, and then can we move our mouse over here, and will it send the YouTube bar away? It won't. Okay. But he's also not using his contagion. I'm pretty sure that's contagion. And then let's look at this dude. What is it? Vol Discipline, right? Yeah, Vol Discipline, Sigil of Power, Shock Nova, which is interesting. And then this is a new ability which looks a lot like Stormbrand. He has Archmage over here too. He's using Illy Overload and Onslaught, Arcane Surge, and then he has so this is an Inquisitor. Wait, so he's not targeting the ground. Look, he's not targeting the ground either. I mean, I wish you could see a mouse. That might be able to help, but yeah, he's not targeting the ground. He's using the ability and it's just in front of him, or what? Well, you can't see a mouse, though. Another Chaos Explodey ability, which, I mean, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I thought it was somehow it was linked. And it has Empower in there. So, yeah, it has to be a chaos damage skill where they're just trying to bump gym levels. But look, it has like a detonation timer or something in this top left corner. Let's look at that real quick. Go here. Okay, 1 second. Oh no. Okay, so these new chaos skills all have some kind of charge up. So I'm assuming they'll probably be like Reap, how you got stacks that gave you extra damage with Reap, right? That's what I'm assuming, because the chaos skills have. Is this a raider? Hold up. Is this a fucking raider? No, it's a Deadeye. Right? Because the only way you get passive Tailwind is Deadeye, right? So he's a Deadeye. What the hell? Wait, no. He's a Trickster? Wait. Because those are Ghost Shroud. Oh, yeah, he's a Trickster. But how does he have Tailwind? How does he have passive Tailwind? Am I missing something? Am I just not thinking of something? Because how else does he have passive Tailwind? So this has to be a channeled ability, by the way. Because if you look, he's gaining power and frenzy charges. And the Trickster has the ability where you... Or is it a movement skill? Hold up. We're going to go ahead and pause real quick. Okay, yeah, for some reason, he has Swift Killer, because that's where he's getting the power and frenzy charges with. So I'm assuming that it's, that's why I was thinking it was a channeling skill, right? Because of the fact that he was gaining the power and frenzy charges. But no, yeah. So he has Swift Killer for some reason, and I can't think of a reason why you would take Swift Killer unless this is a channel ability. So what it probably is like a charged detonation. Like you hold it for a couple of seconds and then you pop. So if you click it, it'll be a small explosion, but I'm assuming you can hold it and shut. Well, no, because that can't be it. Because if I go back, where does he get the charges? I also really want to know where he's getting passive Tailwind from. Yeah. That's Tailwind, right? I'm pretty sure that's Tailwind. But yeah, let's go back here a second. See, I'm not sure because look, it has 2 charges. Oh, it has 2 charges. He uses it and then it goes down to 1. Huh. But yeah, it does stack, so I'm assuming it's going to be something like Reap. I'm assuming these 2 abilities are going to be like Reap because they both have some kind of stack that you receive. Now, this dude's getting poisoned. I'm assuming he's getting poisoned from the ground or something. I highly doubt that they're giving us... Well, maybe. They said they wanted to do something with self-poison, so... But then this is like just... This looks like a Warcry AoE explosion, right? This literally looks like... Whatchamacallit? It looks like you're doing a Warcry of chaos damage. That's what this looks like. And then the Warcry is doing fucking damage, which is super interesting. But back to my original thing, I think you hold it down and then it explodes, right? Or you can spam it for more stages, I'm assuming. But if we get to the end of this video here, this is what gave me the idea of the Badger Private League, right? Because they mentioned him on Twitter, as well as there's 4 people here. With the BBL, there's usually 4 teams. So that's what made me think of it. And the fact that there is like a little flag thing over here with an icon. I don't know if I've seen this icon anywhere, but it kind of looks a little bit like a team banner, right? So that kind of looks like a team faction flag. So I'm assuming you go and you choose one of these 4 people and we're going to be put on teams, which would be super cool, but can also be super one-sided depending on what streamer chooses what is going to have more people. So they're going to I think the streamers were going to honestly physically choose to be on different ones, right? They're going to make sure that all of us try to pick another we don't always pick the same thing. That way, it's not overly weighted. So there'll probably be like videos or discussions of people being like, okay, we need to figure out how we're gonna break this up. Because if a streamer goes into one guy's, like if Matho chooses this guy, then a large amount of people are gonna fucking choose him, right? But so so far, we've seen a couple of chaos abilities. Um, Honestly, I may try a trickster, and I may try league starting with one of those two chaos abilities because I really like where the bolts shoot off. Even though I'm pretty sure the person, yeah, I don't know what. I think the person was an occultist, but whatever. I'd be a trickster. I don't want to use that detonate one because, and I mean, I may try it once they give us like the skill gems and stuff, and I see what it is. But as of right now, no. And then if I go here, the thing that gave us the BPL vibe is the fact that there's four little teams, which I'm assuming each dude's a faction leader, because they don't really look like they belong to the same group. Like if you look, they're all dressed differently. None of them match. But if you jump into what I think, since this is a long video, if you jump into what I think the league is, I think it's going to be based around pirates, like teams of pirates that race for some kind of treasure, right? Because I'm assuming that's what it is. Just because if you think about it, people keep saying that they want race type content. People say they want team based content, and people like Delve. So I think this is going to be like team based island races, kind of like Delve, where you take resources that you get from mapping as a currency. You go to one of these people, and it allows you to go so far. And instead of going down and Delve, you go like across the ocean, right? Maybe a little bit of a stretch, but over here, this kind of does look like a boat. And this looks like resources that you would put on a boat and the resources that you would need to go on a voyage, right? So I'm thinking it's team based voyages, where essentially you race to an end island or something like that, right? And that's what I'm assuming. It may not be the race part, but at the very least, sea based team based voyages, right? It pretty much team delve that goes over an area is what I'm getting, but not down. It goes over like an area where each one of these guys is going to take you on a journey. Or it may be something different where like each one of these guys is good at something, right? Like this chick can be good at getting you maps. This little dude could get you currency. This dude could get you, I don't know. Right? So it may be something like that as well. Now, if you look at it this way, the reason why I think it's pirate based is because of the fact that they have these skulls. They have this little flag. They have skulls on sticks, usually kind of ominous piratey. The flags are usually piratey. The fact that this dude has, I don't know if how I can zoom in here. Can I zoom in? I don't think I can zoom in. But the fact that this dude has like a peg leg, and the fact that this dude, I think everyone's overlooked this so far. This dude has a fucking treasure chest on him, right? Like, oh, and even this dude's belt. Look at this belt. I just double noticed that. So, plus this dude totally looks like a fucking pirate. Um, this dude kind of looks like a bandit. This dude looks like a barbarian. This dude kind of looks like a Viking, honestly. A little bit. This chick, I don't. She, I don't know how the fuck she blends in. I mean, she kind of looks like a pirate. If I could zoom in, yeah, because they all kind of got like the swashbuckler boots, dude. So, like I said, I'm pretty to end out the video. It is going to be team-based pirate league. I'm calling it. I'm fucking calling it right now. Now, we don't get to hear the announcement until the 15th, which is fucking sad because that means the league doesn't come out till the 23rd. I was really looking forward to playing the league on the 15th, but what are you going to do? That means I'm going to get less content out before I go on vacation, but whatever. Because, Well, no, I should have like plenty of content. I'll bulk record because in the middle of August, I'm actually going on vacation for a week. Um, they always time it. GGG always times it for when I go on vacation. They want to fucking put a leak start. But yeah, so I'll try to get as much content as I can. And in these upcoming weeks, I'm going to go ahead and cover everything that they have as well. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow down below. Leave me your suggestions and see if you feel the same way I feel, or if you feel it's like something completely different. But yeah, once again, I'm calling it. It's Team-Based Pirate Delve League. Awesome. Okay. Well, until next time, guys, take care.